Alright, we're going to jump into some videos. It's like it's on silent.
They don't work with dogs. The positive folks, the purely positive folks, they can get mad at it all they want. They don't work with dogs like this. Oh, it's alpha. Oh, it's dominant. Call it whatever you want. I really don't care. It works.
That's literally how I feel. You know, if you don't want to do this kind of training, that's totally fine. But don't knock it, because it definitely works. You can rehabilitate dogs for all kinds of things if you choose to do something other of just positive.
They don't work with it, so they need to keep their mouth shut. This is Dora. Dora has been here 1 week. She has a bite history with people and with dogs. We've been working on her with our trainers. She's good with everybody now. That's a big deal. Meeting a bunch of people. Then when these bite history dogs go home, they never meet new people. Now they met 5 new people. Now it's on to meeting of clients and brand new people. Okay? But those 5 people, those 5 trainers are a big deal. Males and females. She has a bite history with dogs. You're going to see her first meeting with other dogs. Now I want to explain to you our system for reactive and aggressive dogs meeting other dogs. The system is they meet dogs through fences in different situations. So from our pool to up there, from the side area to out here, from the pasture to the dogs on the other side of the gate. They meet dogs through all those situations until they're good with those dogs. Then when they can show that they like other dogs.
That's a very good way to do it. I like to give them a little introduction through the fence, kind of like how he's talking. He'll have one dog in an area. He'll have his reactive dog somewhere else, and then it's really good. I personally like to give either treat, some kind of positive thing to that reactive dog when they're not doing anything, and then later on I pull them in and let them meet the dogs after I've seen for a while that they're not reacting through the fence or a crate, whatever tool you're using to separate them.
Then we start to either use a muzzle or a leash, and they start to meet other dogs. But they're not going to meet another dog, and your dog should not meet a...
They're really bad, do both. A leash and a muzzle. Let's be extra safe.
Other dogs until they can be good through crates or through side gates. I'm not talking screen doors. Glass screen doors don't matter. They need to be able to touch the dog and smell the dog.
I like that. I like what he just said there, because a lot of people do that through glass windows, but you want to actually have them touching each other a little bit, you know. If one dog that's reactive is coming up to that fence and actively putting their nose up to the other dog, that's good.
So they have to kind of earn their way to the next. It's the same thing you see during my private sessions, right? If they go at Prince, I'm not going to let them both off leash out here. I'm going to use a muzzle or a leash or something. Or maybe they don't even get to me.
Seems like only common sense, right?
She's gotten so good with us and good with the dogs through fences and gates and whatnot that we're just going to let Prince in here. She has latched on to a dog and one person, although it's kind of a funky situation.
Something I didn't notice him touch on just now is Prince is a male, she's a female, and when you're introducing a female that's really reactive or a male that's really reactive, it's really smart to do that as first few dogs to be the opposite sex, because they're a whole lot less likely to attack the opposite sex.
With the person. The dog, she was scared with the person. But, okay, wait, let Prince up top. So, what you guys want to do is take this information and figure out how to use it in your own life. A lot of people send me dogs or do phone sessions, and their 2 dogs started to fight. Or they just moved in with their boyfriend, and the dogs don't like each other. Or they want their best friend to come over with their dog. Well, you're gonna do a mini. You're gonna take what I do in like a week or a couple of days, and you're gonna boil it down to an hour. Okay. So here's Prince. George, you're gonna go see your friend. Let's analyze her behavior with Prince.
You know, I'm not boil it down to an hour. Hey, take your time on this kind of stuff. If it takes you several weeks, that's okay, you know, but just do it right. I mean, correct your dog if they do a reaction, pull your dog away. I mean, make sure to do it right. Do lots of research. Watch more than just this guy's videos. There's so many different people. You know, I like to take a lot of different training methods and I just mush them together. One dog might respond really well to a certain thing, where another dog just won't respond to that at all. So use what works.
And you guys tell me if you think she's ready to meet Prince. So it's perfect, right? Does that mean she's going to be perfect? It actually doesn't. No. Not with Dora. She can kind of change a little bit, switch a little bit. But You know, he's the dog to me. He's a likable dog. He's a big dog. She went after, I think, a French bulldog. Okay, and go ahead and let Prince in, and you guys are gonna watch this. Yeah, there's your buddy. Look, Princey. So they've met. They have met. They have met through fences many times. Now they're gonna meet. They're gonna really meet. And they don't care. This is actually what happens when they.
So what I just saw there is Prince came up to meet her, and he judged her energy and was just like, she doesn't really want to meet me right now. You know, he saw that she was sniffing, and he was just kind of like, she doesn't care. I'm just gonna go sniff as well.
Our friends, they just haven't been together. They've met through dates and whatnot. Now they're just like, okay, no big deal. That's what you want. You guys with your aggressive dogs, you have to do that preliminary work of them, the dogs being together, but not being together. I'll say that again. They need to be together, but not together. It's big. It's huge. And it takes as long as it takes. If the two dogs are fighting, one dog's in a...
I'm gonna, jump on what he just said. It does. Some dogs, it could take, it could take an hour. And other dogs, it could take months to get them to trust and be comfortable, especially if the dog's coming from this high state of fear. And those take the longest.
Crate, your new boyfriend's dog is out of the crate and they're running up to each other or mean mugging each other or looking at each other. They're not ready to be together. Prince, come on. Let's do this. Good boy. Dora, there's your friend. Do you care? No one cares.
He's trying to force them to meet, but they don't care, like he said.
Please.
That's what I would have done. Just take them off the leash. That's what I do.
She doesn't like over top, like people going over top. Probably doesn't like dogs going over top, like if Prince tries to put his neck. That's over the top. Okay. You gotta be careful. Good. But they look great. They look fine.
100%. I don't think anything's gonna happen.
Okay. So, the process, you guys. Why is a dog with bite history? Why are we able to put her with another? Not that this is great. You're not seeing anything bad. But the owner's going to see this, right? If I were to not tell the truth about her, you'd hear about it in the comments. She has...
It is impressive when an owner sees that and they've been dealing with so much aggression. Not to say it's not impressive, because that is, but it's really good when you can see them actually playing with each other. They start playing with each other. Whoo, you got something.
This is about history with other dogs. So what are you going to do at home? You're going to put the dogs, you're going to have them meet through fences for as long as it takes until they're play bowing, until they're friends. Then you're going to either put a leash on or a muzzle on, and you're going to let them be together.
What he doesn't touch on right there, I'm not sure if he does in a second, but make sure to correct them. So if your dog's going through the fence and one's smelling just fine and the other one gets a little reactive for any reason, even if it's a level 1 kind of reaction, correct it. Jump on that. Tell them, nope, you cannot do that. And start getting them to understand that they're not allowed to do those kind of behaviors before you actually let them meet face to face without the fence.
Then eventually you're going to fade off of all of that stuff and the dogs are just going to be together. But mom or dad is the boss of everything. Okay? So if they're in a crate and the other dog is in the meeting in a crate and they look at each other wrong, you're going to clap and you're going to go, hey, and you're going to go grab the aggressor.
Yes. And
you're going to put them in stay, and you're going to release them. Go get mad at that dog again through the crate. I don't really care. Heck, you're going to grab them, bring them over here.
No matter how many times it takes.
They're going to walk up to the crate and they're going to go, well, I don't like that dog in the crate. And they're going to go, wait, what's the mean lady doing? That's it. I am actually
See right there, when he does that, and he goes, where's the mean lady? All right, instead of thinking about like that, right, jump onto it and give them a reward, right? Give them a treat, give them something, pay them for doing such a great job. Then they're going to think, oh, next time they'll walk up to the dog, look at the crate, look at the dog, and think, hey, wait, I looked away back at that lady and she gave me a treat. I looked back at dad and he gave me something delicious to eat. So, use those treats at the right time and it'll make your training process so much easier.
Explaining to you, here, watch these things. I'm explaining to you the process that I use.
So even though, like, the body language that I saw was nothing, they were fine. And I'm sure he saw that they were fine too. But he knows that since she's a reactive dog, like he said earlier, she can flip like that. he's like, oh, they're actually smelling each other. Let's look at them and let me get up to them in case something happens. Because if something happens, he can just be right there, stop them.
That has gotten so popular over the last couple years, or last 5 years, of my process being somewhat unique. That's it. You want it in a nutshell? That's it. You mark the behavior, you grab the dog, you apply a correction or your energy in your arm, they feel your strength, you tell them sit down, and then you let him do it again.
See right there, I don't like how he described it. So if he feels like he's causing fear to his dog, if you feel like you're causing fear to your dog, maybe you should check your energy a little bit. They shouldn't fear the correction, okay? They should just understand the correction. They understand that this is what happens if you do this. You know, other dogs, they bite on each other and they correct each other, but they're not trying to cause fear to the other dog. They're just trying to tell that other dog, stop doing what you're doing, don't do that. And so that's how you need to come at that. You need to put it in your mindset that you're helping the dog. You're there to help them. And when you come up to stop them and you try to be loud or whatever you got to do to get their attention, you're not trying to scare them, you're trying to help them. And whatever you have to do to help them, you're going to do to get those two dogs to behave together.
Yeah, right? That's why you guys we'll do this all day. Go be mean to that dog again. Now, in this scenario, off leash, no muzzles, is there a go get mad at that dog again? No, this is unsafe if these two aren't good together. Or on a leash. You want to lunge? Go lunge. I don't really care. You're going to get a correction for lunging. Okay, through a crate, mark the behavior, yell, grab, bring him over here, sit him down, and then eventually, this is important. What you want to see is the dog go, I don't like that dog, but where's that lady? That's when you know you're getting to something. If the dog just goes...
When they look at you, treat. Give them a treat. You did good.
Yeah, in front of mom, I'm just going to roll up to that dog in that crate. Now, why am I mentioning crate thing? Because this video is about how to slowly get dogs together. This is not leash reactivity. This is not human aggression we're talking about. This is your girlfriend's dog. You guys just moved in together. You're moving back to your...
You know, even though he says it's not for that, you can use a lot of these things that he's going over for people and for other things that they're aggressive towards.
Parents' house, you're bringing your dog. Some home environment where you're trying to get dogs together in a way that this is a home environment trying to get dogs together. So fences have to be involved. Dogs don't get hurt through fences.
That's
and you
true.
can do this over and over and over again. Right? Then eventually the dog goes, there's that dog. Oh, wait. Where's the lady comes and gets me? Dude, that's what you want. That's all you want. You're not going to necessarily change whether they love that dog or hate that dog. You can a bit, but what you can change is, I don't like that dog, but I'm not messing around in front of this lady. That you can change all day.
So I'm touching up on this too. Okay, so when you start using treats periodically as well, you're going to cause a positive association with other dogs. And you can actually get a dog to like another dog. Now, that's not to say, you know, like some dogs, just like humans, we don't always like another human. Some dogs aren't going to like another dog because of that dog's energy. And the only way to get them to like each other is if you're going to get onto that dog's energy, get whichever dog isn't the aggressor, whichever one is kind of triggering the aggressor with their energy, their behavior. You've got to now check that dog's behavior and let the dog that's the aggressor understand that you're there not only to stop them, but you're there to protect them from that dog. You don't have to worry about that dog. I'm going to stop that dog from being too anxious or whatever it is that's causing the aggressor to be triggered. And then you give them positive rewards for them both being well behaved. And they learn, oh, you know, this dog's pretty cool. When I hang out with this dog, I actually get treats. As long as I don't hurt them, we're good.
Is why dogs do not fight at this facility in front of me once they get to know me. Because I'm not messing around. I don't know how else to say it.
So I'm not sure if he leaves dogs that are, you know, reactive ever alone together. But I know with the way I do training, after a period of time, I can 100% trust a dog alone with another dog, even if they were aggressive at times. Now, if that dog is triggered by another dog's behavior, and that trigger is something that I'm still working on, then no, I will not let them near that dog if I'm not around, because I know that, hey, if I'm not here to check both dogs, something could happen. But if you do it properly and you get them both down to where they behave correctly, then they're not going to fight each other, because they'll learn, hey, we're part of a pack. You'd probably be taking them on walks together at this point. You should be. That's a way for them to bond and get to know each other in a pack mentality.
The positive folks, the purely positive folks, they can get mad at it all they want. They don't work with dogs like this. Okay? So, oh, it's alpha, oh, it's dominant. Call it whatever you want. I really don't care. It works.
Sometimes it's alpha, sometimes it's dominant, sometimes it's just them not liking another dog's energy.
First, they don't work with it, so they need to keep their mouth shut because they don't know what they're doing. All right, that's it.
All right, well, that's it, apparently. So, you know, I like everything he does. I just wish the guy would, you know, get more involved in some of this positive reinforcement that he's bashing, because it is so powerful if we use these treats at the right time. All right, so I'm going to go to the next video, guys, and I'll see you soon.